Ladies, how's everybody doing tonight, ladies and gentlemen? We're gonna have some wrestling news, and then we will do SmackDown recap for the year. All right, let's have a good show here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So let's start off first with so Charlotte Flair came back, and a lot of people are wondering what's going on now. The rumor was supposed to be Ronda Rousey versus Becky Lynch, and apparently that's been scrapped, and now the new one is Ronda Rousey versus Rhea Ripley. But tonight they had Charlotte, excuse me, I beg your pardon, Ronda Rousey versus Raquel Rodriguez, and after the match, Ronda Rousey retained her championship, but they had Charlotte Flair come back and beat her pretty much like in a minute with a full roll up. So now Charlotte's the champion. So I guess it's gonna be Ronda Rousey versus Rhea Ripley in a non-title match. Who knows what direction they're going with, but it appears that a lot of people are saying that for sure Becky Lynch, Ronda Rousey's not happening. So now with Ronda Rousey not having the title, we'll see where they go from there, man. We will see, man. They're talking that a bunch of AEW stars would try to block a CM Punk return if Tony Khan would want to bring him back in 2023. A bunch of stars do not want him back in AEW, so we'll see what happens. Punk would be clear around March from his shoulder injury, so we'll see what happens when March comes around. He's actually healthy enough to come back. If Tony Khan tries to bring him back, how will the wrestlers react? So something to keep an eye on, man. And then another match that's being reported for WrestleMania is Logan Paul versus John Cena. Logan Paul's been asking for this match for about a month now. He supposedly he called Triple H saying, "I want to face John Cena at WrestleMania." He publicly said that on his podcast, Impulsive. And it looks like it's rumored it could actually happen. Logan Paul versus John Cena at WrestleMania. So another one to keep an eye on. So yeah, man. I mean, more stuff coming out about WrestleMania. We'll see what happens, man. Remember last year, a lot of stuff came out too. It was going to be Pat McAfee versus Vince McMahon. It ended up happening. They said Stone Cold was going to have a match. It ended up happening. So a lot of this stuff that was reported last year did end up happening. So something to take in consideration when these matches come out as potential rumors. Let's see here. Let me see, John Cena. All right, let's do the SmackDown recap, ladies and gentlemen. SmackDown recap from freaking Tampa Bay, man. SmackDown recap. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go, man. SmackDown from Tampa Bay, Florida, man. Starts off right away with Bray Wyatt, man. Bray Wyatt comes out. He apologizes for attacking the cameraman last week. Then LA Knight comes out. Pretty much says he challenges him to a match at Royal Rumble. Bray Wyatt accepts, and right after he accepts, Uncle Howdy comes out, and he just comes out. The lights go dark. He walks to the ring very slowly, and he gets in the ring, and he freaking hits the Sister Abigail and Bray Wyatt, and that was pretty much it. LA Knight gets out of the ring. He's all freaking out, like what the hell's going on? And yeah, so I mean, everybody then they just pass Uncle Howdy walking back to the backstage area. So who is this? Bo Dallas, his real life brother. Who knows who this is, man? But yeah, man, we're starting to see more characters from Uncle Howdy, man. So we'll see, man. So it's official. It will be Bray Wyatt versus LA Knight in a dark pitch match at Royal Rumble. So we'll see how that goes. And then we get backstage. We get a promo with Sammy and Paul Heyman. Pretty much Paul Heyman telling him that you got to be careful, man. Because I thought last week the fans were cheering you more than Roman Reigns, and I'm not sure Roman Reigns likes that. Then he goes in the later on in the night he goes in the locker room. He's like, does that bother you that people chant my name more instead of yours? And he studies like silence for a few seconds, and then he said, nah. And then everybody in the locker room, Paul Heyman, the Usos, just Sami Zayn, relieve a huge sigh of relief. But who knows, man? Maybe that's how they're going to end this. Roman is going to get jealous that the fans chant Sami Zayn's name more than his. Who knows where they're going with that, man? Something to keep an eye on. And then we get the first match, man. Sheamus versus Sosa Cola. Good match, man. Obviously, Sosa Cola won. The Usos interfere. Then after the match, they're trying to take Sheamus out. Obviously, they already took out Butch and Rich Holland. And they're trying to do the same thing. Sosa Cola trying to do the same thing to Sheamus he did a few weeks ago to Matt Riddle. And right as he about to do it, Drew McIntyre comes out and he beats the hell out of everybody. So we'll see what happens there. Kind of at the end, it was funny. The babyface just had 4 guys, and the heel only had 3 guys because Sami Zayn and Roman Reigns stayed back there. It was only the Usos with Sosa Cola back out there. So that was kind of funny at me how the babyface ended up having 4 people at the end. Only the heels only had 3. But anyways, next we have the women's match. It could have honestly been the best match of the night, man. Ronda Rousey versus Raquel Rodriguez. This was a good match, man. I'm not going to lie, man. It was a very good match. At the end there, Ronda Rousey, they're on the top rope. She applies the armbar from the top rope. They fall to the ring, and as they fall onto the mat, Raquel Rodriguez taps out. Ronda Rousey retains, and as she's celebrating with Shayna Baszler, freaking Charlotte comes back, man. Charlotte is back for the first time since May. Same thing as last year they did with Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair. She came back at SummerSlam, challenges her, and freaking wins it right away, like in about a minute. Same thing here. Ronda Rousey messed up, and she said, "You're here to challenge me for the let's see your arm healed up, and now you're gonna challenge me for SummerSlam." Oh, I'm sorry, Royal Rumble. That's actually sooner. Pendejo face for Ronda Rousey. Yeah, so they have a match, man. Charlotte wins right away with a roll-up, and she wins. A lot of people complain online. Some people are happy that it's Ronda, that they took it off Ronda Rousey, but they also don't like Charlotte, especially as a babyface. So people are like mixed emotions about this because they're like, okay, we hate Ronda Rousey, so we're happy they took the title of her, but Charlotte, especially the way she won it. But I mean, they already told their storyline, right? Last year at WrestleMania, they had 2 matches, one at WrestleMania, one at Backlash. So there's already like, I don't know. Triple H, this is what he seems to do, where when something is like needs to be fixed, he just does it like without it, like, right? When he just had the freaking 24/7 title thrown in the garbage can. We don't need this anymore. He just had Austin Theory. He didn't like him being Mr. Money in the Bank, so he just had him cash in on a mid-card title and fail. And now he does this. Oh, you guys don't like Ronda Rousey as champion anymore? We're just gonna have her lose to Charlotte in a minute. Ronda Rousey was buried. Well, I mean, I guess not because she, the excuse is she was tired from her match. That long match she had with Raquel Rodriguez. So I guess she won't be buried. But whatever. Let's see where they go from here now with Charlotte Flair as the new SmackDown Women's Champion. Let's see where they go from here. Then we get the New Day making fun. Everybody in New Day, a bunch of people, the male models making fun of Top Dollar for falling off the top rope last week. And they got like a broom. Like, can you at least jump off this little broom right here? And then everybody's just making jokes. Madcap Moss. And then out of nowhere, Ricochet makes a joke, and he gets mad at Ricochet for some reason, and he pushes him. So they agree to have a match next week, which is going to be a qualifying match for the Royal Rumble, where, again, some people are not happy about that because they're like, it takes away the surprise from, like, one of the fun things about watching the Royal Rumble, according to people, is the surprise is who's in it, who's not in it. But if you're going to have qualifying matches, that takes away some of the surprise. And to me, I get it. And I feel like this is WWE. Like, they're just trying to fill in the cards, right, for SmackDown and Raw. Especially Monday Night Raw, and I can see it both ways. I can see why fans are pissed. They're doing qualifying matches because it takes away the surprises of who's who's in and who's not in the Royal Rumble. And but I also get it from WWE's part because they're just trying to fill out the cards for SmackDown and Raw. And this is a perfect excuse just to have a bunch of random matches. Oh, it's Ricochet versus Mustafa Ali. Why? Because it's a qualifying match. Oh, then it makes sense, you know. But I get why the fans are mad too. They want the surprise element. So we'll see, man. And then we get Imperium in the ring, Gunther. And then he just pretty much talks about his year, how nobody beat him this year. They show a video package. And then Braun Strowman comes like, well, you might have not lost 20 men, but you haven't faced a monster. So they continue to tease this shit, man. Strowman beats the hell out of all of them, but then he goes outside and he tries to do that thing where, you know, he runs over everybody outside, but he hits Ludwig Karcher and Kaiser, whatever the fuck their names are, but Diavanci, Luke Kaiser and Diavanci. And then when he's about to hit Gunther, he gets out of the way. Instead, Strowman runs into the security barricade. It breaks. They just hit the chair shots. They beat the hell out of him with the chairs. They put him back in the ring. Gunther puts him in an armbar. And then till Ricochet comes out. Ricochet comes out with a chair. Everybody runs away, but at the end he accidentally catches Gunther as he's leaving the ring. And I don't think that was supposed to happen. I think he legit hit him. So hopefully Gunther's okay, man, because, you know, WWE, just like every sports, right, they're very serious about concussions. So hopefully, it looks like he might have legit hit him by accident as Gunther was leaving the ring. So hopefully not too bad, man. But yeah, man, so I guess they'll continue to do the storyline with eventually Gunther's going to face Braun Strowman for the Intercontinental Championship. All right. We get the main event, Kevin Owens, John Cena versus Roman Reigns, Sami Zayn. This match, some people complain about some stuff. Too many commercials. But John Cena was barely in the ring. And then John Cena was calling stop, don't move. You know, they did like a double clothesline, I think, Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens. And they were crawling to their tag team partners. And John Cena was telling them, stop, don't move, stay there. And then the referee was repeating everything John Cena was saying. And then they, okay, now start moving. And then again, the referee will repeat it. And then they tag. And then the referee was only 2 minutes, 1 minute. I think the show was about to be over. So she was telling them, hey, you guys got to finish this match up quick. I don't know if the match was supposed to go longer and they had to speed it up because they weren't running out of time. But yeah, man, it was very, there was kind of like the storyline was Sami Zayn was going to upset Roman Reigns by losing the match, right? There was already some concerns by Paul Heyman before the match that he thought Sami Zayn needed to tone it down a little bit because fans were chanting his name more than Roman's, and Roman's might get jealous. And now, here, what you take out of this is Sami Zayn was the one that got pinned by Kevin Owens. Now Roman is going to be pissed off at Sami Zayn for losing this match. Yeah, and John Cena, you know, he was only there for about 5 minutes, if not even just 3. But very John Cena, like, literally calling his shots. Like, usually you whisper so people don't hear you. This guy was yelling, "Now move, now move, tag." Like, Jesus Christ. And then the referee too. The referee, 1 minute, 2 minutes. Oh my goodness, man. You can tell John Cena doesn't give a shit, right? He's been doing this. He's been doing this for 20 years. And like, what are they gonna do? Fire me? So yeah, John Cena. What do they say? Exposing the business. So yeah, you know, like I said, you gotta focus on the storyline, which is the bloodline. Kevin Owens too. Sami Zayn was bleeding. Kevin Owens fucked up his eye. The two mid-carders were the ones that did all the work in this match. Fucking Jesus Christ, man. The two other guys, Roman Reigns and John Cena, Roman Reigns said they'd get in there for a while, but John Cena didn't do much. But it was funny how, like, they were so saving this match for especially for John Cena. But then at the same time, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn really got fucked up. Sami Zayn was his lip or his nose was bleeding. Kevin Owens got a black eye, I think. So it was funny how they were so worried about protecting John Cena but the mid carders that are going to be there for the rest for like the entire 2023, they got fucked up bad, and those are the guys you need in the future. John Cena's going to at least probably take off until March now. And anyways, so yes, that was a show. Good show. Some people were complaining. I just enjoy the show. You know me, I have fun, but I did see people complain about Charlotte Flair coming back right away, winning the title. No storyline. Just like last year, Becky Lynch won Bianca Belair. They were saying it's a Vince McMahon move. What the hell? And then obviously the qualifying matches, how it takes away from the surprises of the Royal Rumble. But I already told you, I can see it, but I can also see it from WWE standpoint where it's an excuse to have a bunch of random matches to fill out both the cards for Raw and SmackDown. And then the final, like people were complaining about commercials and the way John Cena was just yelling out his spots. But yeah, good show. Uncle Howdy, coming in. Bray Wyatt challenging LA Knight. Good show, ladies and gentlemen. All right, until next time, I'm out like a light. Thank you.